Yes, hi, good evening, everybody. Yesterday, we discussed the Saturday. On the Saturday, we discussed chapter 4, right? It is what is the string builder and what is string buffer and command line argument. These things we discussed, right? This is the array and how I can create the array and how many ways you can create strings and what string was it is stored in the memory and where it is stored and what we'll do. These things we'll discuss and what is the difference between string builder and string buffer as well, okay? And what is those constructors, also things we discussed in past, right? Today we can discuss in the chapter 5. Successfully we can discuss now the chapter 1 to 4, right? If you want to 1 to 4, you can visit my channel and you can watch those things, okay? If you like, please subscribe my channel and press on the bell icon. You will get that notification, right? When I updated in the YouTube video, okay? Then let's start. Today we are discussing chapter 5th. Today we can discussing chapter 5th, that is oops related thing we are discussing in the part 1. We have part 1 oops related thing and part 2 oops related thing. I divided into two chapters, okay, in the oops related one. And here oops introduction. Firstly we can talk about oops introduction. That what is oops? Basically, the programming language are divided into two types. Okay, programming language divided into two types. One is the procedure-oriented language, and another one is the OOPS language. Okay, one procedure oriented, and second one object oriented. Okay, object. Okay, so we discuss these things. Okay, in the programming language, they have two types. Okay, procedure oriented language and object oriented language. Okay, and procedure oriented language like it is a sorry, it is C, cobol, pascal, these things. Okay, and object oriented languages, C, it's a C is divided to two ways it will work, procedure oriented language and object oriented language as well. Okay, that Java mainly discussing about Java and Python, these things. Okay, etc. And in the procedure oriented programming language, we will develop function and procedures. Okay, function and procedures here. Okay, we will develop function and procedures. Okay, and here if you want to add more functionality, then we need to develop such more functions. Okay, if you want to add in more functionality in the procedure language, you should add the more functional. Okay, more functionality. More functions you can add if you want to the more functionality. Okay, if you want to less functionality, you can add less functions in your procedure oriented language. Okay, maintain and managing of more functions is difficult, right? Here, when we want to need more functionality, but we will it is the stuck at the maintenance. Okay, maintenance. We want it is a difficulty. I can say it is a difficulty to maintain. Okay, and here is the in POP data exposed in the functionally in the procedure oriented language. POP data is exposed globally. Okay, and there is no security. Okay, that is the reason it is violate the oops related thing. Okay, it is violate the oops related thing. Oops related it is violating by using the procedure oriented language, but don't have any oops right in the procedure. So that's why we can't discuss here in the procedure oriented programming. Okay, But is the data about data we can't expose, we can expose in the globally, and security risk is there in the procedure oriented. Everybody can see the data by using the procedure oriented language. If you need to the object oriented language, this object oriented language, we have the classes and object, right? Classes and object. These things, whatever it is, that classes and object is following the few of the principles as well. Okay, by using the classes and object, they have the OOPS principles. They have the four pillars. Okay, thus OOPS principle we can call, we can use internally. It is object oriented. Whatever it is, classes and object. Okay, by using the classes and object, what will happen? We can not show the POP or export the globally, we cannot. And security is you can give the secure application, you can implement secure application by using the OOPS related thing you can implement. And here it is the main advantage of the OOPS is code reusability, it is there, right? Code reusability. And OOPS principle, I whatever it is I told you, right? It is the encapsulation, the four pillars, right? Encapsulation, encapsulation, and abstraction, 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 and polymorphism, polymorphism, and inheritance. Okay, these things. Okay, these are the four topics called, or four components called. We can OOPS OOPS pillars, right? These four components: encapsulation and abstraction and polymorphism. We can discuss in depth. Okay, we can discuss in depth of that one, right? Here, what is encapsulation? First of all, what is encapsulation? Means that encapsulation. Uh, just wait. Yes, what is encapsulation? That encapsulation means that combine the variables and methods and wrapping up and put into single entity. It's called encapsulation. Okay, that encapsulation, what will do? That encapsulation hide the data. Okay, and perfect example of encapsulation is class. Okay, class has a class and whatever it is, class demo, we can say demo, right? This class has a demo, and internally they implemented variable, whatever it is, variable, and it is method, right? That method. Okay, it is a combine the variable and methods and put into single entity. These things we can putting inside the class as well, right? That is the reason. Class is the perfect example of encapsulation. And encapsulation, what will do? It is hide the actual data. Okay, won't show anything for others. Okay, that's the main advantage of encapsulation here. Okay, and what is abstraction? Abstraction nothing but here. Abstraction is nothing but it is a hiding the unnecessary data. Okay, hiding unnecessary data, and it will showing the necessary or the required data. Hiding unnecessary data. That is unnecessary data, right? And it will show, or it will yes, it will show required data, right? It will show required data. That is called abstraction. Okay, that is called abstraction. And the abstraction, how we can achieve abstraction? Abstraction we can achieve by using the interface. Interface and abstract class. Okay, abstract class. Okay, these things we can, by using the interface, you can achieve 100%. Okay, by using the abstract class, you can achieve up to 100% abstraction. We can achieve. Sorry. Huh. And for example, it is, we will not bother about the laptop working internally, right? We're not bothering about laptop working internally. Where we are, for example, another example is, we are not bothered about the mobile phone, right? We are using mobile phone nowadays, right? But mobile phone has internally whatever it is, getting the signal and transmitting signals, receiving signals. These things we embedded on the PCB, and we are focusing on the functions of that, whether it is getting calls or not. Those things, those features we uh, focusing. Okay, but its actual logic is hiding, right? How they won't showing anything, right? That is called data abstraction, right? Data abstraction. And polymorphism. Polymorphism is nothing but exhibits multiple behavior depending on the situation. Exhibits multiple exhibits multiple behavior depending on the situation. Depending on the situation, right? That is called polymorphism. That is called polymorphism. Here, for example, I am using one plus operator, 10 plus, whatever it is, 10 plus 20, and it is getting 30, right? Huh? This is one, and another one, high plus. I am concatenating, right? High plus hello, high plus hello, and it will give as a hi hello, right? Hi hello. Okay, this thing. What we observed here? We observed here, by using the plus operator with integer, it is adding. By using the plus operator with string, it is concatenation. Single plus operator, depending on the data types, it is getting different result. That is called polymorphism, right? That is called polymorphism. Let another example. When I came online class, I behave like a trainer, right? When I go to the office, I will behave like an employee, right? And when I go to home, I will believe like a I am behave like a family member. Here, only one entity like me, depending on the situation, I am behaving, right? That is called polymorphism. Okay, in depth I will explain in the next class these things. Okay, polymorphism and compile time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism, and how we can achieve those things, we will discuss in the next class, right? uh, and here, inheritance is nothing but, it is extending the property from one class to another class, like extending the property from parent class to child class. Okay, that is called inheritance. Okay, that is called inheritance. For example, child will inherit properties from parents, is it right? And is the main aim is, what is main aim? Code reusability. By using the inheritance, we can use code reusability. Usability. reusability. Okay, code reusability main advantage by using the inheritance, right? Here these things we just a sample thing we discussed today, that is the oops related introduction, and what is oops and what is procedure language, these things, and what is the four pillars of that encapsulation abstraction. Okay, this is the encapsulation. This is the encapsulation. What will the encapsulation? Encapsulation is nothing but it is the combine the variable and methods and put into one. What is one entity is called it is encapsulation. And what is the abstraction? Abstraction means it is the hide the necessary data, hide the unnecessary data, and it will show the necessary data. We can achieve by using the interface and abstraction, and encapsulation we can achieve by using the class, right? And polymorphism is nothing but exhibits multiple behavior depending on the situation is called polymorphism. Here polymorphism again divided into two types. Okay. Also I will discuss in the later on class, coming on the class in depth things, but just I need to explain just basic things I explain here. Okay, inheritance nothing but that extending the property from child class to parent class to child class or whatever it is, that is called inheritance main advantage is the code reusability, right? These things we discussed. Okay, these things we discussed now. And what is class? First of all, okay, we said that in the starting on that oops has a class and object, right? What is class? Class is nothing but it is a plan. Okay, it is a plan or model or it's a blueprint. Okay, it's a blueprint. Hmm? Blueprint. Class is a model, class is a plan, class is a blueprint. Okay, class is used to declare inside that variables and methods. Class, what will declare inside? Class is declare, class is declare variable and method, right? These things we can declare inside that. But it means it means how I can say project is nothing but collection of classes. Okay, project is nothing but collection of project is nothing but collection of classes, right? Class. Okay, sorry. And here if you need to the class, once class is created, then we create the number of objects of per class. For example, class is created. Class is created. Class is created, and we can create number of objects inside the class. Okay, and and here how you can create using the class keyword you can create class. Okay, it is the and class will not exist in the real world entity. Class will not exist in the real world entity. Okay, just we have to class, that's it. It is a plan, right? It is a plan or it is a model or it is a blueprint. That blueprint don't have in the real world entity, but object whatever it is created, that object, but if the class won't occupy any memory as well. Okay, the because it is not have in the real world entity, right? That's the reason won't occupy any memory. But object object is nothing but it is a real world entity. Okay, it's a real world, it's a real world entity, and object exists physically. Object exist physically, right? Object exists physically, and object will create based on the classes, right? Object is created based on the class or classes. Okay, object is created based on the classes, and without having class, we can't create the object. This is the interrelation between. Okay, without having class, we can't create class, right? And without having we can't create without what having without having class, without having class. Just we can't create object here, right? We can't create object without having class. And object creation means, what is object creation? Object creation means object creation means allocating allocating memory in JVM. Okay, allocating the memory in the JVM, and by using the new keyword, we can create. Okay, by using a new keyword, we can create. Okay, by using the new keyword, by using new keyword, we can create object. Okay, object. In the later on class, I will explain that how many ways we can create the object. These things in the so many ways we can create object, right? By using the clone method, by using the new keyword, and by using the factor method, and by using the it is uh, factor method, new keyword, clone method, and deserialization. Okay, and five ways we can create the object. Okay, and another thing also we can create in the later on class. I will discuss those things. Okay, now the syntax of that object creation. Syntax of the object creation means syntax. Just how you can create syntax. Okay, syntax of that object means here. How I can say user. This is the class, right? By depending on the class, we can create. Okay, this is the reference. Here it is. Yes. U1 equal to whatever it is U. So U equal to new keyword I said, right? And user. This is the object. Okay. Likewise, whatever it is, you can depending on the class, you can for example employee E is equal to new employee. Like this, you can create. Okay. Depending on that situation and depending on the class, you can create in the object. Okay. And object will create the JVM in the runtime. It is okay. Whatever it is that object will create in the JVM in the runtime, it will create. Okay, and object will created in the heap memory as well. Okay, object will created in the heap memory. In the JVM architecture, we discussed that JVM memories, right? And those things. If you need to those things JVM architecture, you can visit my channel. It is probably one first, third, I think third video you can see. Okay, and if object is not using the garbage collector, we'll remove that object from heap. Whatever it is, that object is created, right? That object is whatever is created, that object is not using or unreferenced object is created in heap memory. JVM will what will do? Remove from heap memory. Okay, and it is a responsible garbage collector is the responsible to the memory cleanup and activity in JVM heap area, right? In the heap area, garbage collector are responsible. Okay, clean and cleanup activities will do by using that garbage collector. It will do internally JVM only. Okay, and garbage collector will remove that unused object from him. Unused object or unrepresented object, this thing it will remove. Garbage collector will be managed and controlled by JVM only. Programmer can't do anything in the JVM. The JVM will the responsible to it is JVM is the responsible of the object creation and object remove wherever it is unrepresented object, it will clean up, will do. Okay, and yeah, don't have the controller to the programmer, main thing you should remember. Okay, yeah, and here one more thing I need to discuss here. I need to discuss. Uh, it is hash code. I need to discuss hash code. Okay, hash code. I want to discuss because by using the hash code, it will detect those things in the Java JVM architecture, right? When we create the object for class, whatever it is the created that object above, here this is user u is equal to new user object is created, right? Here new object new username user object is created. Okay, here user is the class, and by using the new keyword, it is object is created in the heap memory, and this object will assign unique what unique this object assign unique hash code, unique hash code it will assign. Okay, object will for every object will assign the unique hash code. Okay, no two object will not have same code, same hash code. Okay, no two object will not have same hash code, and we can get that hash code of the object by calling java dot here java dot lang dot java dot lang dot object only. Okay, lang dot object. Okay, obj whatever it is here. Here calling for hash code methods only. Okay, how we can reference this one above whatever is created these things, we can here we can refer u dot hash code method, right? Hash code method. What happened? Hash code. Okay, this is the assigning of hash code. No hash code, two object has same hash code. Okay, we can create like this only. Okay, and java.lang object whatever it is by default is the parent class. It's the all Java classes. Okay, object is the Java all of the parent class. Okay, it's the super class of all of the Java. Okay, for example, I want to show one example. Create here. Create this one. Okay, here whatever it is, just wait. Not this one. Yesterday I created one in the IntelliJ ID, right? Let next class we can discuss those things. Okay, here that class it is user, right? We have user class, right? User, and we can declare here main method as well. Public static void main string AR, yes, passing here, and here whatever it is, you are creating user, right? User U is equal to new user, it is created, right? And here uh, system dot out dot println here, and here we are printing hash code value, okay? Whatever it is, U dot hash code, U dot hash code, okay? These things, okay? Here we are printing. Let's copy and save as here dot Java, okay? We can put all files, okay? Here class and open it up, and it is whatever it is, where Java full stop guru classes, right? Here user class is there, right? Open cmd oh, cmd open it up, and Java C second one user dot Java, right? We created just now. What happened main? Oh, something spelling mistake, right? String class uh, here just we can specify public class user, public static void main string args user. You know, yeah, now it is fine. You can check it now. Still error. Where system dot. You can check carefully. You can write, right? System. Hmm. Now it is compiled. Okay. In the initial class we discussed the dot class file, right? It's the dot class file is created, and now Java dot Java space user. Just you need to hmm, oh, Java to user. This is the one hash code method, right? This is 117. This is the one hash code method. Okay. Hmm? This is one hash code method. Just you need to check here. Share. You can place, and we can print here user user one. Okay, user one hash code. Okay. This is user one hash code. Just again you can create another one. Copy here and paste. Okay. And user one. Okay. And you user one. Okay. Here you could put two. Okay. Just copy, save, and again you should compile them and again run. Yeah. Here user one hash code and user two hash code. Whether it is matching anything here, whether whatever it is, whether matching here, right? No, not matching. So whatever it is, every object has a unique. I told you, right? Every object has a unique hash code. Okay, unique hash code. Hmm? Yeah. Uh, yes, whatever it is, just I need to recall them. We discussed, right? These things. Okay. The what is the these things you should remove because previous class notes. Okay. You guys also download there copy there these notes, okay, in my channel, okay, and whatever it is, object class, okay, polymorphism, okay, oops, related thing, classes object, okay, still it is there, right, in the topic. Yeah, why it is coming, man? Okay, this is the topic today. Topic chapter 5. Just I am recalling whatever it is, whatever it is up to here we discussed it, right? Oops, introduction we discussed it, class discussed it, and object is discussed it. Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss variables and instance and what is the static methods and what is the local variables and methods, these things, and what is the constructors, these things we will discuss in the tomorrow. Now is the OOPS concept, that introduction. They has a OOPS is a programming language, is divided into two types, right? Procedure oriented language, that everything is functions and procedures, right? Everything is functions and procedure. Here, and for example, procedure C or cobol, okay, cobol and pascal, hmm? these things. These things example of the procedure oriented language, okay, and object oriented language. What is that? Here object oriented, here everything is the functions and procedures, right? The if you need to add more functionality, you should create more functions, you should add more functions, so difficult to maintain them functions, you should maintain the difficult to. And here POP of the data exposed in the global in the procedure oriented language, okay, and there is no security, okay, there is no security in the procedure oriented language, but in the object oriented language everything is the class and object, right? Class and object, everything, okay. Here everything class and object means it is it is actually, yeah, what is classes and what is object? Class is nothing but, here we discuss it, right? Plan. Class is nothing but plan, and the class is nothing but is the model. Class is nothing but is the blueprint. Okay. Class is nothing but blueprint. Class is declared inside that it's the variables and methods only, and project is nothing but collections of classes. Is called project. Okay. That class is created. We can create classes create by using the class keyword. Okay, by using the class keyword you can create class. But in the real world entity, the classes don't have and don't assign any memory in JVM by creating the class. But object is a real entity. Okay, it is a real entity and it is the exist in the physical as well. Okay, object is created based on the classes as well. Okay, based on the classes as well, you can create object. Without having class we can't create object, right? We can't create object. Okay, that object creation means I spell that here, means uh, object creation means it's allocating the memory in GVM. Okay, allocating the memory in GVM. How we can create object? You can create object by using the new keyword as well. Okay, new keyword as well. Okay, you can create. And object creation or class creation, here this is the user class. Okay, by using based on the user class, user u is equal to new user. Okay, I told you by using new keyword you can create that object. Okay, that's the reason here I am creating that object. And or you can create employee. This is the employee class, and reference of that employee is equal to new keyword. Is means it is creating one object, means it is allocating the memory in the GVM. Okay, every hash code here, every two object is not uh, same, because we have the hash code methods. By using the hash code methods you can check it right here. We can check it here. by using the hash code method. That hash code method showing no no two object is not same hash code. Okay, it is a unique one. Okay, hash code object is creation is unique one. No two object is not equal. Okay, by using the hash code methods, you can check there. The hash code methods they have introduced the java.lang object. This is the object class is the super class of the all class in the Java. Okay, this is a super class is the all class in the Java. Inside the object class, they have introduced the hash code methods. Also, tool string methods is there. Get class. Oh, so many methods is there. In the coming class, I will discuss those things. Okay, and here we discuss it. We discuss it as well. Oops related things, right? Oops related things we discussed here. Four pillars, okay? Oops related things, four pillars. Four pillars. I will explain in details in the coming days or coming class. We can discuss, okay? Because that has a more in-depth. We need to knowledge. If you need to in-depth knowledge, you should. I divided two topics. Okay, oops language one and oops language two. That's the reason. And just basic things I'm explaining here, right? But what is encapsulation? Encapsulation is nothing but it is the combining, combining and wrapping up by using variables and methods, and it is put into one single entity. It is called encapsulation. Okay, that encapsulation is perfect example is class, right? Class has a variables and methods. Okay, class has a variables and methods. What will do encapsulation? Encapsulation will do hide the data, user data. It will hide it. Okay, not showing. Okay, outside the world, it will hiding inside that by using the class. Okay, by using the class, it will hiding. And what is abstraction? Here, abstraction nothing but hiding the unnecessary data, and it will showing the required data. Okay, it will showing the required data. That is called abstraction. Abstraction perfect example is interface and abstraction. Abstract class. By using the interface, you should achieve 100% of abstraction. By using the abstract class, you should achieve up to 100% of abstraction, because abstract class has a concrete method as well. Okay, and here abstract class, what will happen? But for example, we are using the mobile data, mobiling. We are using mobile, but in the mobile, whatever it is, that mobile we are not in detailly focused on that internally. How we can working, getting the calls and going the calls, incoming calls and outgoing calls. How it is happening? That technology and that things they have a hidden inside that PCB. Okay, in the network layer they have hidden, but we are focusing on that. We are getting the calls or not. We are that whatever it is mobile using mobile phone, the incoming data or outgoing data is outgoing calls are going or not. Those things we are focusing. That is called hiding actual logic. That is called as well as the logic is hiding. Nobody can care about. For example, we are using the car. That car engine, how it is starting? We are not focusing on that, right? Car is starting or not. By using the car, we can driving or not. Those things we are focusing. But internally, that data, that internally, that actual logic inside that is the motor, right? They don't show. That don't nobody can care about internal thing. That is called abstraction, right? Uh, and polymorphism. Yeah, polymorphism is nothing but exhibits multiple behaviors depending on the situation. Okay, exhibits multiple behaviors depending on the situation. For example, I am using single plus operator with integer, it is adding, and with single plus operator with string, it is concatenation. What will happening here? Single plus operator depending on the data types, it will getting different result, right? That is called polymorphism. Okay. For example, For example, I am I am in the online trainer. Okay, when I say when I explain in the online, when I go for the office, I am a employee. When I go to a house, I am a is housemate, whatever it is, right? These things that is called polymorphism. Here, polymorphism again two types. I will discuss in that things. Okay, in the next class. Our next class are oops two topics I discussed. This, okay, and inheritance. Inheritance is nothing but the extending the property the one class to the other class. Okay, or extending the property from parent class to child class. Child class called called is the inheritance. Okay, inheritance main purpose is code reusability. Okay, main inheritance for there's so many types is there, right? Inheritance, four types of inheritance, right? By using extend keyword, these things I will discuss in the coming class. Okay, yeah, before that I'm signing now. It is almost all completed these things. Okay, I targeted these methods as the oops class and object, these things. Okay, today I discussed it, okay, in depth on that. In the coming on class I will discuss this variables and instance. It is a oops part one, right? It is a oops part one, that's why where the basic things we are discussing here, right? I will signing up today. Okay, before that, you guys subscribe my channel, and if you like my explanation, you should subscribe my channel. And meanwhile, also press on the bell icon. If if you like, okay, if it is a press on the bell icon, what will happen? It is the when I updated that video in the YouTube channel, usually you will get that notification also. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. Signing up today. Bye.